Even though the internet tried to cancel Doja Cat several times, whether it's her charisma or talent that keeps us captivated, the world simply cannot get rid of her. Doja Cat was signed by Captivated Records in 2013, the record company of music producer Dr. Luke. He'd been famous for smashes such as Kelly Clarkson's Since You've Been Gone, Miley Cyrus's Party in the USA, and Katy Perry's Teenage Dream. In 2014, Kasha sued Dr. Luke for sexual abuse. Much of the music industry seemed to rally around Kasha, while Luke professed his innocence and successfully defended against her suit on technical grounds. In 2020, Doja Cat's single Say So became her first Hot 100 #1 hit, and Dr. Luke's first #1 since Kasha took him to court. Doja had nothing to do with Kesha and her lawsuit. In fact, she signed the contract with the label and undoubtedly talented producer almost a year before Kesha spoke out. But Doja's success may have moved him from persona non grata back to a hitmaker. The Atlantic wrote, "Today, the underlying issues raised by the allegations remain unresolved. Yet he appears to have returned to power player status by working with charismatic young performers such as Saweetie, The Kid Laroi, and most significantly, Doja Cat." He produced Say So under the pseudonym Tyson Tracks, and the song's enormous chart success effectively sealed his comeback. So it's not too surprising that he contributes to 3 tracks here: Need to Know, Kiss Me More, and You Right, being credited as Dr. Luke once more. Doja Cat's entertaining rise has enabled something uncomfortable: the rehabilitation of Dr. Luke's career. However, in a Rolling Stone interview, Doja addressed her work relationships with the producer. "I don't think I need to work with him in the future. I know that. I think it was definitely nice of me to work with him." In 2018, she had to issue an apology after defending her usage of homophobic F-word. She issued a since-deleted statement on Twitter that defended her use of the term, effectively amping up the controversy and broadcasting the slur to a wider audience. In apology, she said she used horrible derogatory and hateful words towards people out of ignorance. #DojaIsOverParty has trended on Twitter once again in 2020 after videos surfaced that appeared to show the singer participating in a video chat that included alleged members of the alt-right. Along with the video chat allegations, a Doja Cat song from 2015 titled Didn't Do Nothin' re-emerged online as well. Many reported that the song's name seems to be a stylized pronunciation of Didn't Do Nothing, that is meant to mock black people who died as a result of police brutality. Doja once again had to issue an apology via Instagram, where she wrote, "I'm sorry to everyone that I offended." Regarding Didn't Do Nothin', Doja Cat stated that the song was in no way tied to anything outside of my own personal experience, stating that she was attempting to flip its meaning. Despite all of the above, not only was the internet unable to cancel Doja, her career has been going upward recently. Doja Cat brings something very new and refreshing to the table. Even though she openly speaks about being influenced by Nicki Minaj, there's nobody like Amala in the industry. Her individualism makes her irreplaceable. Doja Cat is a rapper who first came to mainstream prominence by sticking chips up her nose while singing a song called Moo.
Yeah, bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. I'm not a cat. I don't say meow.
Offered the chorus, while the verses ruminated on bovine digestion.
Got the methane, I'm a farter.
Amala stayed consistent in expressing her weirdness. She doesn't seem serious about anything, but her achievements pretty much are. She already got the most serious award, a Grammy for Best Pop Duo or Group Performance for Kiss Me More. She is a very 21st century kind of artist, blessed with an ability to release tracks that turn into TikTok trends and thus into vast hits. The great example of Doja's greatness is single Kiss Me More, a laid-back bit of disco-infused pop rap and a guest appearance by SZA. It's light, summery, really well-produced and impressively concise, qualities it shares with a lot of Planet Her. Planet Her is also a good example of pop versatility. It feels meticulously planned and casual at the same time, well-crafted yet vigorously jockey. She basically makes what she does look easy. It's like she took a muscle relaxant. Her attitude feels perfectly adjusted for a burnout generation. Planet Her is an act of indifference, the pop star telling the world that it's not her job to care. On the contrary, Her music's sort of a getaway, a shelter from the fucked up world we are living in. Unlike her biggest inspiration, Nicki Minaj, Doja's lyrics don't always shine with sharpness and wordplay, but they definitely possess a frank and simple power.
Left on red and can't give head, really you ain't shit, need a laxative.
She tells an inadequate male on ain't shit. Sometimes it's not what she says, but how she says it. When she adopts a childlike voice for one of the track's later remarks.
You should have paid my rent, go get a fucking job.
Sometimes I say and do weird and embarrassing stuff. I'm sure so do you. So does Doja Cat. She came to public attention as a weirdo and even an enormous success. Didn't make her act like a diva. On the contrary, she embraced her weirdness and perfected it. As Rolling Stone summarized the review of the album, Doja Cat makes pop weird again with Planet Her. While being a total internet troll or directly communicating with fans if it means telling them to eat her farts, she feels like one of us. Even while being on the peak of glamour in Versace dress and accepting a Grammy Award, she managed to underline her peculiar personality. Doja has an amazing voice. Her flow and singing are elastic, swift, and often purposefully silly. She straddles multiple worlds at once, performing at the intersection of Grand, Gaga, Grimes, and Nicki. Feels like all the best that there is in modern music is gathered in Doja Cat. It also must be mentioned that Doja does write her songs. Melodies and lyrics are original and never repetitive. As Rolling Stone wrote on her third LP, this one makes her the coolest girl in school. Let's hope she wields her powers to continue making the pop world as strange and exciting as possible.